More revelations are coming out, a shocking one with regards to the thwarted coup in Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, this shocking revelation as more videos are being released. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now, related to this thwarted coup in DRC, more video about the man who led the coup, who is Christian Malanga, are coming out. Now, I want to share a video with you. Of course, we have said that there are 3 American citizens who have been arrested, who were part of this attack or coup, the thwarted coup, and one of them is his son, Christian Malanga's son, as he holds American citizenship, and the other one is we see one white man who is registered as entrepreneur, medical marijuana entrepreneur, and who was also close. Like an associate with Christian Malanga with regards to mining. So now, let me just share with you, while he is having his political party meeting, meaning Christian Malanga, and what he's doing. But we said now there are, so far we have seen, people who have been arrested with American passport. Now, there is more to it. I mean, there are UK citizens and there are others. Look in this meeting, the thing I want you to focus on is that, usually the Europeans or the Americans, they always kind of criticize us, like the Pan-Africans or any African for that matter, who is always finger pointing at them, saying that it's because of neocolonialism, and they always try to tell us it's you, like try to point your finger on yourself, on your leadership, on your governance system. But the thing is, they have been, busy continuously manipulating our own people, trying to, demonizing our leaders whenever they say when they try to be independent, opening this media war on the mainstream, defaming them, demonizing them, and then if your people still support you, then what they do is they're gonna go and supply weapons, and they create rebel groups, opposition parties. They do all these things are really a very basic formula of how the West deal in Africa whenever they try to throw a government. And then they use also the so-called international institutions, because anyways they are not international, because they only work for the very, maybe for the north and western part of the world, to who they are loyal, those so-called international organizations, including the United Nations, by the way, and IMF and World Bank. They are loyal to those who fund them. That is to say, the US, the UK, and other European countries. So what they do is they use also international institution to say, okay, look, it's not us, it's the international institution. And they even bring there a black face by appointing an African person who is black, to say that it's not even a white person in the UN, or I don't know, in the human rights organization that's accusing you. It's your own people, or in the ICC, in the International Criminal Court. So they use all these methods. So now let's see, when the news said that, when we found out that video, there are American citizens who have been arrested together with the son of Christian Malanga. Christian Malanga, as you know, he has been killed during this attack. I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to play it.
On behalf of the people of Zaire, New Zaire, I'm thanking the delegation.
Let me just put it a little bit behind, because now he's leading his party meeting, and then there are white people behind on the side, who on the left and right, who sat from different countries of the West, and then he's thanking them for funding, for the security, blah blah, and even he's calling it already now New Zaire, not anymore Congo, and those white people are also saying New Zaire. Okay, and he's asking them to stand so that people can welcome them.
The people of Zaire, New Zaire.
He's talking in his own language.
On behalf of the people of Zaire, New Zaire, I'm thanking the delegation from Vatican who are here among us. We're asking them to stand.
Those were from Vatican, I think he said, and then he's saying like Italy language, like grazie, he said.
I say grazie. This is the only Italian word that we can speak.
Merci mingi na delegation na biso oyo ya bandeko na biso nyonso tu ya parlement o bauti ya Grande-Bretagne na ndeko ki oazawana tosenge pe merci mingi kende ba epe ba observer makambo ezotambola na biso.
Secondly, I would like to thank also the delegation from the British Parliament here.
You hear a delegation from the British Parliament. Look.
See Ricky with the friends who are here.
So Ricky, if you can stand up for us, just say hello. Merci. Na ngapela senga merci mingi na conseil na ngai wazali conseil na ngai stratégie militaire sécuritaire oyo pe lelo ke awuti pe Grande-Bretagne pe tindi ope baya kotala pe ke réunion nde toza bongo boye na osenga ndeko na nga waza ke commandant Douglas akutelema po tobetelema topesela.
I'm also asking my advisor, on the strategy and security, the Commandant Douglas wanted to stand so that we can work.
Douglas, he said South African. I think that's what I heard. Look.
Nango pe lisusu ke na moni na kati na biso tozala bandeko pe baza pe na oba uti oba baza na makambo to bengi business na business wana eza ndenge ke oto kokosala ke misala eza na kati ya mboka na biso bango pe lelo baza awa kati na biso po bayoka eloko nini oyo tokosala mpona bareforme ya sécurité na biso oyo ekochange mboka na biso oto ko banoki bandeko wana délégation oyo eutaki Grande-Bretagne baza pe pembeni na biso bakoki kotelema tomona ke toza biso moko te me toza na bato nyonso bauti mosika po bazala kaka na biso po ayaki kolela na biso délégation ya Grande-Bretagne.
We have got also a delegation from Britain. We are here. They are here to help us offer employment in our country. We would like to ask them to stand up so that we can welcome them.
Okay, another delegation from Britain again. I mean, all his commander-in-chief, his business advisors, and all of them are these, white people behind.
Délégation mosusu pe oyo euti ke oza chargé ya sécurité oyo tolobi ke ifo toza na sécurité ya malamu réforme sécuritaire tanke tozalaki na Vatican tomonaki ke bato bazobatela papa molimo be père spirituel oyo aza wana eza ke bato ya Suisse ni ya sécurité ya Suisse na yango mpe nango nasenga mpe merci mingi ke na boyei ya ndeko na biso ya Suisse ya académie ya formation ali na Suisse ya sécurité pe militaire ala pembeni na biso ya Sami nasenga pe merci.
We are also asking our friend from Switzerland who is ready to help us offer a reform on security. He's here among us and we're asking him to stand so that we can welcome him.
Okay, now this one is from Switzerland. Look at this. You count, there's Switzerland, there's Britain, there's one South African, but a white South African, I would like to say as an adjective.
ye lokali boso peke ya mnaona ke nasenga nanu merci mingi na neto za awa na conseil na nga spécial ke tatu oyo la tatu moko spécial tatu spécial oyo yo ezali
Okay, so that was it. Now, I want you also, to look at, it's really interesting how all these people definitely in whatever capacity they are there participating his political party meeting, definitely their countries are aware, their governments are aware, so they are behind it. And when we say again, I mean it's not about the cool leader and some, it's, I just want you to take this from this video. Whenever they tell you that, point the finger at yourself for how long you keep on, slavery or colonialism happened many years ago. Stop, blaming us. I get, because this kind of criticism, this kind of comments, whenever I share my video on LinkedIn, and others. So it's, and where I live also in Europe, but this is to show you they never left us alone. It's because by reason when we say that, when we always point the finger, because the root cause of it, you will find, if you just pull a thread, you will find the age of it, the root cause of it will be there. How they are manipulating our people behind them. Now, this guy is just now, when he died, when he was leading this coup, he's just 41 years old, I want to, I also now, in strengthening that point, I want to show you also this video. Again, him meeting a bunch of, I don't know, Europeans or the US people.
Hello.
Mr. Christian Malanga.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hello. Christine. Our work, and again, we are very happy to show, which is we are trying. Do you mind what we wait to translate?
I know you guys have a really busy schedule.
Yes, you have a this globe treatment. Already mentioned
This is in Georgia. This is in Georgia.
this main law.
Not the Georgia in the US, but the Georgia which was part of Russia, I think.
In those final stage of the problem.
And after that, I will talk a little about statistics.
I'm messing with that too, right here.
Many of them I can drive them. Right here. Thank you. From there, we had this. I'd like to say again, thanks to the minister, because he gave. We can bring back in our continent. Being here in Georgia, I had a chance to visit today we had a chance to visit the Ministry of Internal Affairs. From there, we had this. I'd like to say again, thanks to the minister, because he gave us a chance to visit many places. We visited the police academy. We visit the emergency psychology that I've seen here. You know, I haven't seen it at any other places.
Anyways, fam, yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to show you. Now, the thing is that I think he visited Georgia. I'm not sure, but maybe when he was in the capacity, when he was under the capacity of, when he was a military officer of the government in DRC, or while he was, after he created his opposition party where he's based, and he was also in the country, by the way. It's just that he didn't make it, but yeah, that's why he wanted to throw the government and just come to power through military, through a coup d'etat. Now the thing is that you have to ask also, why this is happening in DRC. Also, because there are a lot of foreigners anyway in DRC. It's a no one's land. There's a lot of private jet flights in and out of Kinshasa from Brussels coming, taking their diamond and then flying out. You don't see no infrastructure in the country. It's a very poor infrastructure in DRC, but there's a lot of flights from private jets coming from it could be from actors and actresses to celebrities, business people, individuals, companies having their private jet to come and collect their diamond from DRC. The thing is, Felix Tshisekedi, as we have been saying from the beginning when we broke the news to you about this thwarted coup, he has been in really, as my friend Kwame says, he was playing with fire. He was with France, he was with the US. Now, at last, he was with China. It was in April or in May, he made that speech. Really, he made kind of a complete shift after he won the last election. By the way, it's a controversial election, and he was praising publicly China and Russia and others as opposed to the West, and saying, calling the West by names. So even if they are still making business with you, and maybe they might even have helped you, these Western countries, how you came to power, meaning Felix Tshisekedi, but still, if they see you that, you are dissing them, or you are following a next path, or you are shifting your relation to the global South, they will come after you. They will do anything to throw you. That's what, that's something that you do not doubt about the West, okay? All the media war, the defaming, the demonizing, that, trying to set you up with some kind of crime, dragging you to ICC, pulling your your files from the background, whatever you have done, maybe you have done something to come to power in the first place. They will do everything till, hiring a rebel group and supplying weapons and, backing the person, giving advisors from the Parliament of Britain. You have heard it, you have watched it. They will do everything. Up until, if this man wins power, you know what is going to be. Okay, they are saying New Zaire, but they're gonna come and continue what they were doing. They're just making sure a next man come, that no one else is stealing, only them, that no China, no other country. That's what happens, right? They just don't want to share what they steal with others. I'm not saying China or Russia is doing the right thing. It's just up to the countries, to serve the interest of their nation. That was it for now, family. So let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this? Please share your view. The Juma Boutique, hello Imhotep Heru. Eritop, thank you. So Eritop says their name is not correspond to the name of the country Congo, the Garden of Europe, and they are not as their resource for them very weak people. Georgia is a third world country. Georgia is also an imperialist puppet. Why do some of us Africans think that if it is not in Africa, it must be better? Imhotep, unfortunately, we have Africans who love the enemies. For money, they will kill their own brothers and sisters to satisfy the enemies. There are runways in the middle of the forest. These have been going on for a long time. Yeah. Catherine Herman Hill is playing, definitely. I mean, he was playing with fire anyway. Now, Christian Malanga is dead, but Felix Tshisekedi is really playing with fire. So that's what that's what my our analyst Kwame Gonza said. This was like months ago, and he has been confused. He also, the major is another big step he has taken is Felix Tshisekedi. He has asked for MONUSCO, this UN peacekeeping mission. Wherever they are, they don't really keep a peace. All they do is an intensified war, between the government and rebels. That's what you see more displacement, more dying, more suffering of the people. So he asked in the last UN meeting for them really to leave, and he brought there was Eastern African forces. He also asked the Eastern African forces to leave. Also, he joined Eastern African Community, and then he brought the SADC force, the Southern Africa force, not South Africa, but the Southern Africa. The countries in the Southern Africa have their own forces, and there are regional bodies in the continent. The ECOWAS is in the West. Eastern Africa Community is for the East. Southern African Development Community is SADC for the South. I don't know what is called the North, but the North has it as well. And the Central Africa also has it. Yeah, so Tshisekedi has really, I mean, he needs to be clear what he wants to do. That's the thing. And then, align with those who support you. You can't play here and there. It's very dangerous game that he's playing. Thank you again, and I will see you on the next one. Just tune in. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to support us, which is really good. You can do it through our PayPal account. You can find it in the description section, and we also pin it in the comment section. Share the video. That's what you can do. Please share the video. Then we can teach each other. We can share also the knowledge as well. It's a bye-bye for me for now, and I will see you on the next. Keep tuned and subscribe and hit that notification bell. There are more to come.